A quiet northwest Indiana town at apartment 8537 Manor Avenue lived a woman that proves everyone has a story, even more than one. Oralie Barron is 87 years old and told multiple stories, but started out with the Great Depression.
During the Depression, people were so kind to each other and they didn't have any money. None of us did. What mattered was how you treated each other.
She even got the chance to meet Frank Sinatra.
A guy came over and he said to us, "How would you like to make some money?" And we looked at him and he said, Frank Sinatra is a new singer and we're going to have a show with him in it at the Chicago Theater. But we need some girls to swoon."
It turned out to be Frank Sinatra's first public appearance. She says that her and her friends made him.
And we always said, year after year, we made him what he was today. If it weren't for us, he never would have made it.
Oralie told of people she knew, from one of her friends who worked on the first space shuttle, to a friend who worked on the atomic bomb, and even the wife of Neil Armstrong.
He was a little devil. And his neighbor said he would never amount to anything, that first man, we'd be on the moon before he ever went. So if you remember when he said one step for mankind, he also said it happened.
Now Oralie has two kids, Terry, her son.
My son is going to be 65 and he's going to retire in January from the college. He has written 14 novels and he's a musician. He can play any instrument you give him.
And Andrea, her daughter.
She's probably the best mother that ever existed and the best grandmother that ever existed. That's a nice way of saying it. Artie, but more interior decorating than painting.
Story after story she told, and then Oralie got to her life at the Art Institute, where she learned her passion for art.
Well, I wanted to be an artist, and I went to the school in Hammond, Indiana, that you went to art class and you really didn't learn anything because it was just a subject other people took.
This is not the way she took it.
I left high school and took a year off and worked morning, noon, and night and saved the money for 1 year. And then after that, I got a job through the Art Institute being a counselor at a camp, and I taught arts and crafts.
She just retired this past year from teaching art to both kids and adults on the weekends at Morton High School. But she has taken a new job telling her stories. She believes the teacher in her is the reason why she tells the stories.
Maybe the fact that you always had a room with an audience of at least 30 people who had to listen to you. They had to, no matter what. And I was the kind of teacher that would say, there's only one comedian in this room, and that's me.